Hafaday, I'm Matsuki Hirayama. You're watching KUAM News Weekend Edition. Thanks for joining us. Well, earlier today, a man who has been heralded as a local business legend was laid to rest as a memorial for Mark Pangilinan celebrated the life of a pioneering entrepreneur with a long list of achievements devoted to growing our economy in a pivotal time of growth on island. But ahead of the funeral for the man known as MVP, who will be remembered as a friend and partner to many, we spent some time candidly with a couple of people who will simply and always cherish him as Grandpa.
Now, obviously, this week for you guys, for your cousins, for the entire family, it's been a time of, of great reflection and great remembering and everything like that. Nate, how do you as his grandchildren want to honor his memory and say, like, this is what we would want, this is how Grandpa would want us to do it?
Yeah, well, I mean, he was such a family man. Everything he did was to the family business, right? Got us all involved. You spoke about the education. So, we are his legacy, right? Taking those lessons we learned from him and paying it forward, trying to use our talents to give back to the island that he loved so much and then gave so much to him is really what he was all about. It's just so many lessons that he taught us to move forward. Just, I'll just give you an example. One time I asked him, like in Saipan, there was a lot of people moving there, like for tax purposes, so they didn't have to pay taxes. I was like, Grandpa, why don't we, as a young guy, why don't we move the companies there? And he's like, why would I want to do that? I want to pay my taxes here where I'm doing business, where I live, right, to help the community. So he really had those kind of lessons and those kind of business ethics that he taught us to do things, the right way and just, be a good person and just, trust in God and family and just, be good to the island where you live.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Kyla? How do you want to honor Papa?
Yeah, so I think one thing that really sticks to me is I remember Papa saying a speech, and one thing that he said was, despite any political differences, we all have to come together for the betterment of the Guam community. And I think that's something that stuck with me because not only was that, for the community, but that's something that he really taught his children and his grandchildren and all of us is it doesn't matter what differences we have, we really need to work together as a family, put that all aside and really just grow together and love each other.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you guys, were you guys aware when you guys were little kids and you guys were growing up how legendary your grandfather was? Like how respected? I mean, obviously he worked really hard and he owned like these amazing companies and everything, but at what point did you guys was it really made of, did you guys become aware of the fact it's like, wow, man, Grandpa's somebody?
Yeah, that's a good point, Jason. When so he had so many different stores and in each store he would have a really nice office, with all his things. And the guy was just really meticulous. He'd have all his books and papers and blueprints. And when you would walk in the store, all the employees, you could just tell there was a sense of respect there. They called him Mr. Pangilinan and he was just so confident, had this swagger and the walk. Even though he's only 5 feet tall, he used to say this thing, I'm a dime amongst nickels, right? So he was just he was so funny and quick-witted. So that's what I remember. And then, yeah, he was just very respected amongst the community, but he was also a very humble guy in a certain way. So it's kind of weird that he was so prominent in the community, but he didn't really ask for the spotlight, of course, because of things he did. He was more about the work and then he got the recognition. So he appreciated that, but he wasn't doing it for the recognition. It was for the project, right? So, I'll give you an example. We were at the hospital and, GMH was built by the Catholic Church, right? It was a church hospital at first, and he was the finance chair for Archbishop Flores. So he got the money and the financing to build the current GMH. And when he passed and we went up to the chapel, all the pews in the church said, donated by Mr. and Mrs. Marciano Pangilinan, right? So just, a testament to his legacy that he left behind for the community and so many other things he did. At GVB, we redid the rotunda, for San Vitoris, and then Nita Baldovino, told me, oh, this was donated by the Filipino community of Guam, but actually your grandpa just was the one that donated it under their name, right? So that was the kind of guy he was, and he was really about getting things done and not so much about getting the recognition, although I think he appreciated it because of the hard work, but that wasn't what drove him.
Let's move to education headlines now. Our next story is special because prior to coming over to KUAM, I was a substitute teacher at St. John's in Upper Tumon, a school with many traditions, and one custom that begins every school year carries extra meaning for the Knights, creating a bond for their tight-knit community.
Viva Class of 2027! Okay, By the time you start your senior year, you've usually got things figured out. You've established tight friendships, your study routine is locked down, you know every square inch of your campus, and you're almost to the point of being able to address the faculty on a first-name basis. Well, almost.
We're looking forward to spending more time with our classmates and making more memories, as well as preparing to go to college.
But unity and school spirit, not just within your own grade, but school-wide, is an important virtue over at St. John's, and a tradition at the start of each year bridges the school's oldest and youngest students, the annual Senior Kinder Walk.
So it's been around for about 10 years. Our former headmaster, Miss Bennett, is the one who introduced it to the school, and I think it's a really sweet tradition because it's the people just entering, and that's the kindergartners, and then the people about to leave St. John's, which is us, the seniors. So I think it's a really great way to have a full circle moment at the school.
The walks become a cherished tradition to let the upper schools celebrate their final year before becoming adults by introducing the lower schoolers to their culture and family. And part of the heritage for the nights is for seniors to create sweet keepsakes to let the kindergartens know they're welcome.
I'm not exactly sure how it came to be, but it was just a tradition that has always been going around, that the seniors made the Fruit Loop Lays for the kindergarteners, and we gave it on the day of.
For the class of 2027, some 46 students strong, and many having spent almost their entire lives at the Upper Tumon School, finally being able to take their walk with their class is beyond special.
It's just kind of surreal because we've been watching seniors that seem so far away from us in age do it for me at least 7 years I've been watching it happen, but then now to be the senior that's up there and to think I don't have another class to watch now it's kind of a crazy moment.
And showing that your school bonds you across generations, at the end of the year, graduating seniors get the love back.
They return the favor back to us.
Okay, so what did they do?
They also make little Fruit Loop Lays for us,
Okay,
and then they
nice.
give them to us at the end of the year.
Okay, not corn pops, not Lucky Charms, not Sugar Smacks and everything, but Fruit Loops. That's tradition too.
Yes, we like the colorful Fruit Loops.
So for all this year's 12th graders in all schools, have a great senior year and keep your traditions going.
Now, I've covered you both in sports here at St. John's, and I know you both have nerves of steel, right? What's more nervous, doing your senior walk or stopping a goal or hitting a big three-point shot?
Hitting a big three-point shot.
They're just different kinds of excitement because I get to interact with younger kids at my school doing the senior walk, and then I get to play the sport that I love.
Thanks, Jason. Well, let's continue to celebrate our culture and heritage by getting a proper lesson on Chamorro history from our friends at the KUAM Museum. It's this week's Manauta Mona Moments.
Buenas, this week we are having a friendly competition to see who can find the oldest and most important artifact in our exhibit.
Swakusieri. This is Tonya and this is Marie. We're museum assistants here at the KUAM Museum, and here we have the artifacts presented, and we'll see which one will win. Who knows?
Papa Day, y'all. This woven pandanus hat is similar to hats found all over the Pacific. While this particular hat isn't ancient, the Manauta Mona may have worn hats similar to it when they first voyaged to the Mariana Islands 3,500 years ago. It protects the user from the hot tropical sun while doing so much important things like fishing to feed their family. Do you think this would be a winner?
I don't know. I've got here a Marianas lime incense pottery found in some of the deepest archaeological layers. The Manauta Mona surely brought pottery making knowledge with them across the ocean. The pots like these would have held important food and drinks to consume, and we all need to eat, don't we?
Now, this is the poyo. The poyo is an ingenious technique that attracts fish from the deep sea by chumming the ocean. Similar types of chumming devices are found throughout the Pacific. which means it could have been developed years before voyaging to the Americas. The pollo attracted some of the most favorite type of fish to eat. Now, it's not a hat, it's not a pottery, but it's all got its own cool design, and it's basically one of the many different ways that we fished back in ancient times.
Question for you all. So which type of these beautiful utilitarian artifacts would you think was the most important for Inatamona to bring along with them?
Let us know in the comments below.
In other news, the University of Guam has a fun and worthwhile program if you've got a desire to make a difference on Guam and literally plant the seeds for the future and get paid to do it. If this piques your interest, the G3 Grow Corps wants you.
Coming up soon, so we want to make people know about it if people want to get involved.
Yeah, so we're recruiting 6 members for the Guam Green Growth Grow Conservation Corps. We're going to be situated at the Ugam Watershed, but these folks are going to be energetic and we're going to cultivate them to be professionals in the field, man.
Okay, so when we talk about like the watershed, I mean, Guam has such a unique connection to the water, to the ocean. You know, I mean, it even goes back to the legend of Serena and everything, the water table and everything like that. The water means a lot to us as islanders.
Oh, man, yeah. So we implement a ridge to reef approach. So anything that's up in the jungles, up in the mountains, makes its way down to the ocean and the reefs. So we situate our work over at the Ugam Watershed. This is next to the Azoran landfill down in Malolo. So we come to work here at UOG and then we go down as one team down to our Ugam Watershed, work down there for 5 to 6 hours a day. And then we come back here, do a little more prep work, seeds and things like that, so that we can continue to cultivate for our rainy season and our dry season. We have fire break activities, so a lot of things that are going to happen with this G3 Grow Corps.
And the one thing I love about this is, I mean, it's a very inclusive program. So like, you don't necessarily have to be like an agriculture major. Like you can have like business majors, English majors, like even the math guys. And math, way over on the other side of the campus, come on over because everybody's welcome. And you could actually take this knowledge and this learning that you apply in this program, and take it to wherever you go in life, right?
Yeah, we can invite anyone of any background and any age, man. As long as they're over 18 and they're ready to work, we'll take them. But we're recruiting 6, so it's a competitive environment right now, and we just want folks to apply at guamgreengrowth.org so that we can have their resumes and different documents and different activities that they can profess so that, you know, they're a proper candidate. And then we can use those individuals for our 5-month program. And they're compensated really well, man, over $16 an hour. And they don't even need experience out there in the field. They don't need a STEM degree. Exactly. And this is for someone who doesn't need experience. Nah, man. So we have to cultivate these individuals as professionals out there in the field and as networking partners. So, you know, they're going to be working out in the field and then helping leading volunteers at community outplanting. So there's a lot of good work going on.
Okay, so it's a lot of fun. Obviously, you get to contribute to our island, you know, and the work is so important. There's a lot of responsibility too, right? And because there's only 6 slots, what is the ideal candidate? What are you looking for in an applicant?
So our ideal candidate is someone who's professional and is respectful, because we're going to be working as a team. So I will be serving as their program coordinator, and then we'll have 6 candidates. And for an ideal candidate, they'll be working with another 5. And then they're also going to be working with our in-house grow team, which is our Guam Restoration and Watersheds, which is another team of 5 at the moment. And we're all going to work together at the Ugam Watershed. We have different activities that go on. So the ideal candidate not only will be professional, but resilient and a little flexible based on the different activities that we have for the day, and just energetic and passionate, you know, because we need to have them understand that the work they're doing, it's going to have a lot of good outcomes, you know, and different outputs, whether it's restoring our water quality, cleaning up our coral reefs, and things of that nature, and just engaging with the community, always having a smile on their face, no matter what kind of work they're going through. That's the ideal candidate right there.
Keep it here. You're watching KUAM.
Let's do this. Pack the backpack. Fill the lunchbox. Cover the basics. Start new adventures. Whatever's on the schedule, Kmart has everything you need, all in one stop. Kmart, let's make a great school year.
Good seeing you again.
All right.
Hey, good seeing you. Good seeing you. Yeah, let me get you a dumplings ready.
Okay, hey, chef, what are you making today?
We're making vegan dumplings. Everything's fresh made. We have fresh chili garlic oil. The pickled onions made this morning. I spent every night making sheets and making this filling just for you guys to enjoy.
Very nice. So good luck to you, chef. Ooh, dumpling. Okay, those chili peppers are crazy.
You guys enjoy now.
Okay.
Sir, I hope I have your vote.
Okay, so remember, you know, we make amazing food here on the island, and it's not just the cooking, it's also the plating, it's also the delivery, it's also the love. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Oh, tacos. Good any type of day, any type of weather.
Hi there, so ours is vegan taco, 100% vegan friendly. On top, we have the soybean meat. It's smoky beef, smoky barbecue, and then lime avocado crema. And on top is corn salsa, topped with a little bit of cilantro if you like.
That looks delicious. Okay, you got a line here waiting for that. So good luck to you. That's amazing. Okay, well, when my hands are free, I'm gonna go get some of that. All right. Okay, so we've seen 2 amazing vegan meals so far. Using the peppers. We have amazing peppers here. Now remember, I got another video that I did on day 1 of Fair 2026, so please make sure to go check that out. Okay, so here is my friends from ProStart. Gentlemen, what are you guys making today?
Impossible. Explain the ingredients. It's a impossible ground beef inside a bourbon and some pickled veggies topped with sesame seeds and cilantro.
Very nice.
Oh, and a miso maple gochujang glaze.
Oh, okay, a miso and maple. That is interesting for the glaze. Okay. All right, gents, good luck to you, man. It looks absolutely incredible. All right. These are the future restaurant owners right here on Guam. When they open their eateries, make sure to check them out. Make sure to patronize them.
One, two, and 3.
Okay, ooh, so much is amazing here. And we are cooking healthy today. Here's more impossible meals right now. We have impossible sushi rolls from our friends over at Tsubaki Tower. All right. Okay, chef, congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right. So, what's in these amazing sushi?
We have some bell peppers on top, and the inside is the impossible meat, and some julienne, also carrots, cucumbers as well. But it's strictly vegetables.
Absolutely. Okay, so
you don't feel guilty eating it. Yeah.
There you go. Well, I wouldn't feel guilty either way. I'm guilty not eating more of these.
Right, so on that too, we also have some dessert here as well from Tsubaki as well.
Okay, let's go check that out. Okay, you had me a dessert half a day, everybody. Okay, what have you guys made for your desserts?
So we were given the challenge with the Marufuku egg from Shizuoka, Japan. So what you have here today is a lemon opera cake, incorporating the eggs in each layer. So the cake, the buttercream, the mousse itself, they all have egg in it.
Wow, okay, and I've always said anyone who takes up the culinary arts, it's half art, half science, right?
Yes, it is, especially for pastry.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. How much does the visual and the cosmetics, the aesthetics, like matter when someone's deciding whether they want to eat like a piece of chocolate cake or a piece of cheesecake?
I think people eat with their eyes first. So
Yeah.
I think aesthetics is probably very important. So it kind of attracts them to come in and invite them to eat.
Okay. Oh, and I must say, okay, the plating ladies here, 10 out of 10. I could never do that with the drizzle. It always, I always mess it up and everything. But you guys are true artisans. Thank you. Good luck to you. Okay. All right, it's also about the high schoolers. Hey, Biba Southern High. We got the Dolphins. We got the Toninos here. What's up, boys? Hello. What are you guys making today?
We got here Brazo de Mercedes. Yeah, made with purple yam from the local farms of Guam.
Okay, locally sourced purple yam too.
Yes.
Okay.
And then right here is a meringue.
Okay, that's a nice meringue.
Yes, made with the egg whites, and then the inside is a custard made from the yolks of the Marufuku eggs.
Very nice.
From Japan.
Okay. Chef, how do you get these young culinary experts like prepared for competition? I mean, it's one thing to do food right. It's another thing when you're among all your colleagues here.
I bribed them. I bribed them with food and assignment tasks.
Okay. She seems like a really, really good mentor.
She is.
Okay, she's the best.
They're
Okay.
both working here at the Hyatt.
Yeah.
All right.
Working here.
Oh, very, very cool. Okay, Biba Southern High. There you go, right on. Good luck to you guys. Good morning, morning. Okay, we got more desserts. Hello, Asiga. How are you? Okay, when we're talking about cooking healthy, eating healthy, being healthy, and making absolutely amazing visual presentation, what do you got here?
So we've got featuring the Japanese egg with a dairy-free vanilla chiffon, a pandan egg custard, coconut egg custard, chantilly meringue, local honey for our honeycomb candy, and toasted coconut candy.
I must say, that was poetry. Yeah, and it looks absolutely amazing. Okay, I gotta put my gear down and I gotta eat some of this stuff and everything. Okay, best of luck to you. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so much stuff going on at fair, everybody. Happy chefs, happy diners, happy Guam. This is what fair is all about. Okay, I gotta put my gear down because it's time for me to eat.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replay, and I'll be around. Whoa, you can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. On the field, on the court, in the game. But what happens beyond the game? Get stories behind the stats, the players behind the plays, and the teams making an impact on and off the field. Join us every weekend on KUAM News Weekend Edition for Beyond the Game, because sports are more than just a score. Only on KUAM, Guam's leader in sports coverage, Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
Afternoon, everybody. I'm Jason Salas. A good topic with a good friend about good opportunities for amazing local athletes. Terry DeBold is here, the president of the IIAAG. Terry, always good to see you, man.
Pleasure to be here.
All right.
Happy to be here.
Happy back to school. Happy first quarter sports.
Absolutely, man. It's exciting. Again, this is probably the best time of the year. Getting all the kids back out there and getting them active again, because they've been sitting at home, a lot of them.
And you've given kids a kind of back to school present to consider when they come back, because flag football is going to be a first quarter. Should we say is going to be or is?
It is a first quarter sport for the IIAAG. So we've joined forces with the FFLAG, which is the Women's Flag Football Association here
on Guam. Incredible.
Oh man, huge growth. Yeah, fantastic group of. I'll tell you what, working with them has just been so. It's just been such a pleasure working with these ladies. But they're just as excited as I am to have this launch of the high school interscholastic girls flag football. And you know, it's a start, and we have some teams already that are organized. And then we're not sure yet exactly how many teams we're going to have, but it's on schedule, it's on the calendar. We're getting everything prepared.
Hey, 4 teams is a league, man.
That's all it takes, man. That's all it takes right now. And that's what we have that many at least.
Okay, at least, good.
What we've done is we have invited the ISA schools. If they want to participate, we're making it very easy for them. Just make sure that they are that they go through their school administrations and, you know, make sure they have all their eligibility requirements and documents put together, and they can form a team and be a participant in our league this year. I suspect that by next year we're going to see ISA also launch their version of the flag football.
Now, does that mean, Terry, that schools have to have like full-on tryouts and workouts and like, because I know like getting back to school, like if a lot of student athletes didn't anticipate this, they'll say like, oh, I was maybe thinking about going out for cross country or maybe girls volleyball and everything like that. Now I've got another sport, but that's wonderful. And
yeah,
now
so
it's in
this is
abundance
going
of
to be
riches.
another exactly. And I think one of the reasons we like this is because we've kept it. We feel that this is one of those kind of sports that smaller schools can also participate.
How many players do a team?
For right now, 5 players on the field. We're playing 5-on-5.
Okay.
And the maximum roster is only 15. But you can literally have 5 players. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a long game. But I mean, so small schools are capable of putting that kind of roster together. And this opens it up for, I mean, as everybody knows, some of our private schools have smaller populations. So it's going to help those kind of teams. It's going to be ideal for some of these other schools, but I think this kind of falls in line with rugby, just what you've seen in terms of growth with rugby and the success of our athletes in rugby moving on to college games, at the college level, and also helping our national teams out here, that we are very competitive in the region.
And flag football is going to be a sport in the Olympics in 2 years.
It is, but it's also the fastest growing female collegiate sport right now.
Nice.
And so it's still kind of new in the United States, so this is a really good opportunity for us to get on this, and it's kind of a springboard for our girls here. Not only the girls, hopefully maybe we'll see it expanded into the male onto the boys side. But for right now, my focus and my real ambition is to get the girls flag football moving successfully. Hopefully see some of these girls over the next few years advance into collegiate level competition. And also we want to see it expand down into the middle school level.
Absolutely. And actually girls flag football, Terry, has been a thing at various levels. There have been women, there have been young females that have played.
They've been playing the leagues out here, and I wasn't aware of this until we started speaking to the association here. But it's a big league, a lot of interest here on Guam for the younger females.
Okay,
so,
and because this is a first quarter sport, we just want to make sure it's considered varsity, right?
It is a varsity sport.
Okay, and you will letter in the sport.
This is a varsity sport.
Right.
Yes, and I think so I'm pretty.
That looks great on your record, kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it's good for these girls also getting them out in the field, because some of these girls, I'm sure, are also going to be cross-sport athletes. It's going to help them as they move into, for example, rugby. Yeah. Maybe even in soccer.
That's a great
Just
tune-up.
getting them out there and having them be active as opposed to not doing anything. So yeah, it is really a good tune-up. It's something good for some of the newer girls to try. If they've never done anything like this, get out there, try it. They might really enjoy it.
And also because it's 5-on-5, it's so fast. And,
it is.
And even if you're not going to play, if you want to go there and support your school, as a spectator sport, it is phenomenal.
I think.
And the women's game is probably even better than the men's at this point.
I'm thinking that, I think they're going to definitely be rivaling the boys football audiences in terms of spectators. I think we're going to see a lot of participation at the spectator level. And I think it's just a good complement to the rest of the sports that both of the interscholastic leagues offer right now. I think that you've seen a huge development on both sides. I know ISA and IIAAG. And I think our talent level has definitely gotten better in pretty much all the sports.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. On the field, on the court, in the game. But what happens beyond the game? Get stories behind the stats, the players behind the plays, and the teams making an impact on and off the field. Join us every weekend on KUAM News Weekend Edition for Beyond the Game, because sports are more than just a score. Only on KUAM, Guam's leader in sports coverage, Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
Only Pizza Hut lets you surround your favorite pizza with greatness. Get a medium one-topping stuffed crust pizza for just $14.99. At that price, it's irresistible. Get yours today, only at Pizza Hut, the island's best.
Freedom, that's a cheap thing. Freedom to ignore this, that's a cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair to nature and involuntary blood donations, cheap things. No one signs up for an 800-pound bear chase. But if it happens, cheap thing. VIP parking, exfoliating, treating gravity like a suggestion, saying, it'll dry. Free-range parenting, forgetting if that's a moose or an elk, all cheap things. Remembering without saying it, couldn't be more of a cheap thing. Sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, an American saving another American's tail. Cheap things. Making a cheap vehicle for only people with cash like him? Not a cheap thing. Or confusing capability with unaffordability? No, not a cheap thing. Making adventure affordable? Now that's a cheap thing. So we're bringing you more cheap things this year, because cheap things should be everyone's thing.
And now here's your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout out sent to us on KUAM.com.
Weekend birthday wish, everybody, going out to Aisha. Happy birthday, blessings, Ish. Love the family. Happy birthday to one of our brothers, Kobe Onidera, who is celebrating right now. So, Kobe, we're probably going to have a really, really righteous potluck party real soon. And it's also going to be attended by Don Sulat, because in the newsroom, we got another birthday baby. Happy birthday to you, Don. And on Sunday, happy birthday to Benjamin Ganasius, celebrating birthday number 84. Happy birthday to you, sir, and blessings to your family.
Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
And happiest of birthdays to Kobe and Dawn and everyone out there celebrating today. That's going to do it for us here on Weekend Edition. Visit KUAM.com or follow us at KUAM News on social media for the latest news. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. Have a safe evening.